So you are completed up to now. You are completed that working principle of the Bell-Kalman cycle. Now you are going to different process. So here the four process. The first process is the isoentropy compression process. 1 to 2 isoentropy compression process, 2 to 3 constant pressure cooling process, 3 to 4 isoentropy expansion process, and 4 to 1 is the constant pressure expansion process. Let's to start to understand the PV diagram and the TS diagram. The first process is the isoentropy compression process. What is that isoentropy compression process? In the isoentropy compression process means first you have to know this is another other name is reversible adiabatic process. Okay, so the isoentropy compression process means the entropy is constant. Now you observe in the TS plot the entropy is constant. S1 is equal to S2. Okay, so here in the isoentropy process, isoentropy compression process, the cold air from the refrigerator is drawn into the compressor and compressed isoentropically from state 1 to state 2. Okay, during the compression stroke, the both pressure and the temperature increases, and the specific volume of air at delivery from the compressor reduce from V1 to V2. Now you observe this is V1 and this is V2. Temperature is increases P1 to P2, volume is decreases V1 to V2, as well as temperature is increases T1 to T2. So first process is completed. Now we are going to the second process. What is the device you are using? Now we are using the condenser. Okay, so what is the process name? Process name is constant pressure cooling process. What is that process? Let to know. The now from the outlet of the compressor you are getting the warm air. The warm air from the compressor is passed into the cooler where it is cooled at constant pressure. At constant pressure means P2 is equal to Pt, and reducing the temperature T2 to T3. Okay, the specific volume also reduce from V2 to V3. So here how much heat is rejected by the air during the constant pressure per kg of air? All of you know that if you are taking per kg, then Q is equal to Cp del T. So Q is equal to Cp T2 minus T3. Then you are going to third device, that is the third device means 3 to 4. Which device you are using? You are using the expander. What is the process name? The process name is isoentropy expansion process. So the air from the cooler, is drawn into the expansion cylinder where it is expand isoentropically from the pressure P3 to P4, which is equal to atmospheric pressure. Okay, the temperature of the air during falls from T3 to T4. The specific volume of air at entry to the refrigerator increases V3 to V4. Okay, during the isoentropy expansion of air, no heat is absorbed or rejected by the air. So now you are going the last device, that is the refrigerator. What is the process name? Process name is constant pressure expansion process. So the cold air from the expander is now passed to the refrigerator and expand at constant pressure, that is P4 is equal to P1. The temperature of the air increases from T4 to T1 due to heat from the refrigerator. The specific volume of air changes from V4 to V1. So the heat absorbed by the air during the constant pressure expansion per kg of air is Q4 to 1 process is equal to Cp T1 minus T4. So these are the process in the Bell-Kalman cycle. So first, then we are going to mathematical analysis. Just now I explain all the process. I explain here. Now you are going to mathematical process. Now you are applying the first law of thermodynamics. Accordingly, first law of thermodynamics, the cyclic integral of heat interaction is equal to cyclic integral of work interaction. That means the work done during the cycle per kg of air is equal to the heat rejected minus heat absorbed. So how much heat is rejected in the condenser? Cp T2 minus T3. Then how much heat is absorbed in the refrigerator? That is Cp T1 minus T4. So now you are going to calculate the coefficient of performance. Already I explained what is the coefficient of performance. It is the ratio between the heat absorbed and the work done. Here the heat absorbed is the output and work done is the input. Okay, so how much heat is absorbed? That is Cp T1 minus T4 by how much work done? Just now you are calculated Cp T2 minus T3 minus Cp T1 minus T4. Now you see you can take it common Cp, and from the top and the bottom you will cancel, then you will get T1 minus T4 by T2 minus T3 minus T1 minus T4. Now I am doing some mathematical thing. I am taking common the T4. So if you are taking T4 taking common, then T1 by T4 minus 1. From the bottom you are taking now T3 common. So T3 will take common, then T2 by T3 minus 1, then minus you are taking here T4 common, T4 if you take common, then T1 minus T4 minus 1. Now all of you know the isoentropy compression process, 1 to know 1 to 2 process. So in the TP form, in the PV form, PV gamma is equal to constant. In the TP form, it will come T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. Similarly, for isoentropy compression process, that is the 3 to 4, if you calculate, you will get T3 by T4 is equal to P3 by P4 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. All of you observe in the condenser and the expander, okay, condenser and the refrigerator both are working at same pressure, okay. Condenser at constant pressure, refrigerator also at constant pressure. Okay, so here P2 is equal to P3 and P1 is equal to P4. Now you see if P2 is equal to P3 and P1 is equal to P4, the right side is equal. If right side is both equation is equal, then left side should be equal. then you will get T2 by T1 is equal to T3 by T4. Now you are changing the equation. T2 by T1, T2 by T3 is equal to T1 by T4. So now you substitute this value in the equation 1. What you will get? T4 by T3 minus T4, then equal to 1 by T3 by T4 minus 1. Just now you are calculated the T3 by T4 is equal to P3 by P4 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. Now you are substituting that value here. So 1 by P3 by P4 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1 is equal to 1 by P2 by P1 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. So what is that? P2 by P1 is equal to P3 by P4, that is the compression and the expansion ratio, that is the RP. So in the general form we can write 1 by RP to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma minus 1. So this is the one method to calculate the COP of the Bell-Kalman cycle. In the next slide, I will explain another method.